Tell them they can come over to YouTube. What you call? Always got some problem with them.
This is YouTube.
I'm on another YouTube now. I'm on my regular YouTube. I'm not on StreamYard no more.
So we should all right.
Yeah, see if they can come on this.
We have to log out.
Oh, they're coming back. We back. We back. We back.
That's what it said.
Yeah, yeah. A lot of people coming back in.
All right, let me hang up. Then I'm gonna hang up this part and go to the other one.
I'm here, y'all. Don't worry about me, man. Listen here.
Can I see you?
Uh-huh. We got 46 people in here. They watching from Chicago. Yes, sir. Y'all do y'all thing. We in YouTube now. StreamYard, I don't know how they always look. Well, the ladies, I'm gonna blow the candles out for the ladies. It pop right back on. Where y'all at? We here, we here, we here. I think that since we were talking about a lot of stuff in relationships and stuff like that, what's Kush Boy out there in Gary, Indiana? I heard they trying to build Gary, Indiana up real big, man. You know, they doing a lot of good things out there, man. Salute to the people that's going out to Gary, Indiana and buying property and trying to make it a metropolitan. It is a metropolitan city, but it was no jobs. It was nothing out there for people. And a lot of people are putting money into Gary, Indiana. I don't know if people know that. You know what I'm saying? Aaron Person, is that true? You know, that's just stuff from reading I'm doing, that a lot of stuff is coming to Gary, Indiana. Yeah, because people would. Yeah, I didn't tell them earlier about the Batman thing because that I was wondering when somebody was going to get. Batman had an all-black costume, but he had half his face out. You know why? He wanted the police to know he was white. Point blank. Morticia's Adams, all the way from Brooklyn. We already talked about the freaks and the womanhood. This is gonna be a new thing, man. I think that I want to give a. I don't want to end it because summer's out here. There's a lot of people at work right now. A lot of people alone and things like that. They want conversation. They want to be a part of something, and I'm here for you. Look who back! Oh, she back with the hey boo. Mo, don't do that to me, Mo. Mo, let me fix this right here, Mo. You see how Mo is? She wasn't in the last chat. What time is it, fellas? She wasn't. Hold on, this is my brother. Hold on. What up, Ma? Yeah. Who did? And he never did what he's supposed to do for me either. I told you. But you listen, I'm doing this show right here, man. I'm gonna hit you right back. All right. Sorry about that. All right. I told y'all about Mel Love coming to Guess Who's Coming to Dinner. That's gonna be one of the greatest shows. I'm telling y'all, for members only. That's gonna be a members only. Eventually, it's gonna come to the air, but I'm a treat the members for being loyal supporters, going in there, supporting me every month. I know you viewers support too, but these people, they do it too with their finances, and they don't have to. And I know it's hard for everybody out here, and I think they deserve that show. So it's gonna be a hot joint for members only. Uh, I'm doing a show this weekend with Telemundo. I think it's two games or something like that. Something like that. This dude, Sanchez, good brother. I'm just messing with him by saying Telemundo. All right, well then you'll catch that show then if if you figure out how to become a member. I really don't even know. People set it up for me. You know, but I'm trying to figure out a Jennifer Lopez story, and I'm gonna let y'all figure it out. Do y'all want to hear a Loon story or a Jennifer Lopez story? Let me see how many I'm gonna get. Look at the girls, Jan from the box. Look at Reese, greedy, both. Tell me, I'll tell it all. Lynn and Jennifer, Loon and Jennifer, Loon. Oh, J Lo story gonna be in the book. This part of J Lo story, the story I'm telling not gonna be in the book. Look at Dana, just both Loon, Loon. Most people saying Loon. Okay, both. I said Jennifer or Loon, and people are saying both. Okay, let me see. I got a coin to flip. Got a coin in here. Heads for Loon, tails for Jen. That kind of worked right. Heads for Loon, tail for Jen. Oh, I can't even see that one. Didn't see that one either. Okay. Got Loon on the heads. All right, let me do Loon. Loon's from a Harlem Night. Pretty boy. One of them old dark, pretty ass niggas. You understand? Just smooth. Straight street dude at the time. God bless him. He's a Muslim now and everything like that. But slick in the motherfucker. We was in Atlanta, and I think it was Atlanta. It was Bad Boy Weekend in Atlanta, and Puff usually just go off the meat racket to outdo Jermaine Dupri in everything. So look at Morticia Adams. Loon is chocolate and fine. Look. So everything was up, and we were staying in the Swiss Hotel. The Swiss was right across the street from the Lowe's mall. I think it's the Lowe's Mall. Is that the Lowe's Mall? Right across the street at the time. They changed the name to it, but it used to be the sweet Swiss. Yeah, Jermaine Terrell still owe me my money, the bastard. But I can talk to him 1,500 times. He owed me $1,500 at a time. I could talk about his motherfucking ass. He could say, and he cannot say he didn't run out on a bet. He lucky I was bodyguarding Salt and Pepper. I'd have grabbed his little ass. We just had it out. He could pay that money up. Anyway, Loon, we come and somebody give us our keys. Loon end up having my room, right? Ice, I'm still up. You just got in here, Ice. Don't even play. You and Mo. Ice just got in here. Mo just got in here. Dog team, don't tell me. You wouldn't snake a bruh like that. No, Mo wouldn't do that. She ain't playing them games. Right, Mo? Right, Mo? She ain't answer. So you know that they pay for our hotels and stuff like that. So Loon is right next to me, but I'm next to the suite to Puff room, and somehow our keys got mixed up where Loon had the keys to my room. Okay, Mo, let them know. So Loon got the keys to my room. So I say, yo, Loon, give me my keys and everything. You got the wrong room. So Puff said, let him stay in your room, Gene. It's good. It ain't nothing. And I'm like, yeah, okay, all right, cool. So I'm in Puff, the suite, half the night anyway until everybody leave. So everybody leave and everything like that. So he's got to join the room to Puff, and which was my room. So Loon got bodies there, like a couple of dudes, a bunch of girls, and the whole 9 yards. And I said, all right, cool. Didn't give no thought about it. I get back to New York after that day, that one day Loon had my room. I get back to New York. They give me a call and say I got a hotel bill over $1,500. I got a hotel room it got $1,500. How do you buy $1,500 of food and drinks at a hotel? And I mean, it was like two girls, one other guy, or three girls, two other guys, something like that. I don't know what the shit was, but Loon had spent $1,500 in one day for that one night in the room. This ain't the room. The room is paid for. I'm talking about the bar, the ordering food, drinks, or whatever. I don't even think the mini bars worth $1,500. I don't know. I was just reading something on the phone somebody sent me. All right, Doc, Deacon's daughter. Ice, yo, team, I'm not getting got like that. So bad boys calling me talking about they're gonna take $1,500 out my check to pay this bill. I say, you out your rabbit ass mind. You know I'm going down there hitting the office. Oh, Loon always lived his best life when he was with Bad Boy. You know what I'm saying? He was writing hits for Puff like crazy. You understand? So now I come down there, I get Loon's number. They not talking to them. They scared of Loon. They scared to death of Loon. Nah. He wasn't calling no. How the hotel gonna pay for some prostitutes, bruh? Hey, bring them hoes in here and put them on my hotel bill. Nah, that don't happen like that. They was scared to death of Loon. They was not playing with. Loon was one of the more pretty ass niggas that'll bury you. I'm glad Allah got him. He was not to be played with at Bad Boy. But I only had to make one phone call. I was like, Loon. And he tried it for a minute. He tried it for a minute. He wasn't no OG back then, bruh. He wasn't an OG like that, but he was respected, and he had a hard team that was coming with him. I had one too, but our people knew our people, whatever like that, and they bought that $1,500 to Bad Boy and paid that bill. I could not believe. I was like, yo, how the fuck you get 100? I told him, I said, Loon, how you get $1,500 on a hotel bill, my brother? He just smiled. A one night hotel bill, $1,500. I don't know. I'm not looking at neither one of them boxes. Yep. Loon wrote one of Puff's greatest hits, and he's on there with him. But he was doing a lot of writing for Bad Boy. Now, I'm going to give you the Jennifer story. I love Jennifer style. And it was hard to write about her in the book because it was a it was a lady that I guess she was looking for love, and that Puff didn't really want to give her the love that she wanted. I guess he thought buying a place, flying a place, doing this shit like that was what she wanted. And I don't think she really wanted that. You understand? I don't believe she really wanted that. Because she said one day when they were sitting out in the village, she said, you know what the perfect day would be? She said, the perfect day would be me and you sitting here, right where we at, drinking wine, eating some calamari or something like that, and just talking and talking and talking. This is Gene After Dark. To hear a woman say that, to dude and he wasn't paying too much attention, my dick got hard for him. To hear a woman just sit up there and say that would be the perfect day was crazy. Jennifer had sent some boots to Puff House, and she was overseas or somewhere, or she ordered them, and I guess things was missing at her house. So she ordered some boots, and the boots cost $5,000 for one pair of boots. And she was sure they had you know how they track in the mail. They did come to Puff House. Somebody did sign for them. They was in Puff House. And then Puff just started looking for shit, and he had somebody else try to look for him. They couldn't find the boots nowhere. The boots were found. Guess where they were found at? I may have told the story before. Since Trunk TV, Puff probably gave them to somebody else. Nope. Right? So Samantha been watching me. Mr. Bentley, a.k.a. Farnsworth the gentleman who they gave a show to, had stole Jennifer Lopez's boots and a lot of other shit Puff had. Farnsworth Bentley's apartment. We found the boots over there. Now, I didn't read Mr. T book about Alpo. Oh, get to the point? All right, hold on. He tell me to get to the point. I got to the point for him, Reese. Because he tell me to get to the point. The point is that you got a woman that's trusting you, and the people around you, and your people are stealing her shit. What kind of man is you if you allow people that work for you to steal shit from your woman? Or steal shit from you, period? You put the fear in somebody's life, man, if you know you steal something from me. Because that's the worst thing that anybody know, that they don't like a liar and a fucking thief. A liar and a thief. Jennifer never wore the boots. They were brand new boots. So if he was smelling them, I don't know why. Yeah, Mr. Umbrella Man. She was on her way out anyway. I knew Jennifer was going to leave Puff way before he did. Too many incidents, too many bullshit. Now, he didn't wear the boots. I don't know. I guess he was selling her shit. Dude, see, Puff has so much shit because a lot of people. Yo, this dude from Rolex used to send Puff Rolex watches. His One of his people that was renting one of the apartments was some head dude at Rolex around Christmas time. He would give Puff Rolex watches, and Puff would give them away. I think that's how Big got his Rolex, his first Rolex from Puff. Food chill said shit run down here. Nah. Puff was still worried about Kim at that time. And it used to be crazy. We used to drop Jennifer off, and because Puff was, and I'm not going to say allegedly because I know for a fact, sleeping with the babysitter, she would tell Puff every move that Jennifer was making. Oh, he was on a Schwarzenegger and that little girl. I think she could be like 18, 19 years old at the time. So she was an adult, uh, a child adult, or a young adult. She knew better what she was doing. But there's a lot of women that I used to put in the cab early Saturday morning. And some of y'all, they done been on Love and Hip Hop. They done been on all these television shows. And when they was leaving in the morning, I had to flag the cab down and put them in the cab. And it was difficult to write about Jennifer in the book because I wish I could have said something to her, but I didn't, and I couldn't. I'm talking about that in the book too. And Jennifer said something on one of the shows, how Will and Jada tried to seduce her and pick up. What you mean, Deacon Daughter, damn, we can't get nothing free? What are you talking about? What you looking at to get free, Deacon Daughter? Yo, that's an old story too, Reese. I was there. Puff came over to me. He said, yo, Gene, I'm about to snuff the shit out of Will. I need you to be close by. Because I was sitting over there with Will's sister and her husband. They was dressed alike. Both of them had Michael Jackson red and black jackets on. Yo, I was laughing so motherfucking hard to myself. I was sitting there like this the whole time, but I'm laughing like I'm dying inside. I would have laughed, man. It was Matt Damon, Ben Affleck, Jennifer, Puff. They were all sitting together having drinks and stuff. Jada and Will, and he thinking about motherfucking Will and Jada, and Ben is giving her the Google eyes. Puff is all right with his hands when he want to be. I don't think he could beat Will, not at all. But he wouldn't have been no walkover for, Will wasn't going to Chris Rock him. I don't think Will was going to Chris Rock him at all, not at all. He wasn't going to let him do that. And I wasn't only a bodyguard for Puff, at the time. I was like his big ump. And he was same game. He was same game. But I would let it go for a minute. Just to see. I like Will. Will is a cool dude, because like we was in Georgia's in California, and Will had just got that 96 truck, and he had the this whole satellite system in it. I've never seen no shit before like that. Black Cash Dreams. Knew Lou Sims very well. Got a story about him in this next book. This is Monte Cristo. I think I'm gonna have another drink. Every once in a while, every blue moon. The moon is blue all the time, Gene. Yeah. I'll be all right. Don't worry about me. Don't worry. Be happy. There's a little song I wrote. I don't know why. When the federal government owns your body and you work for the feds and you protected by the feds, they decide. They say, hey, listen here. Only the family can come see it. They talking about the body of Alpo. And that's what's going to happen. That's whiskey, Macallan, scotch. Scotch whiskey. It's nothing like Hennessy or none of the other shit that burns when it go down your throat. No homo. It's the good shit. He wasn't bad enough that he couldn't see your ass. Somebody said, how was big, lazy eye? No, I don't put hair on your chest like that. Nah. Yo, it's so smooth. R-Hill is crazy. My man Paul from Sue's Rendezvous, I put him on this about a couple of years when it first came out. We were in Aruba, and he got lit. I gotta show you some of the pictures. Do I have certain stories I never tell? Yeah, I got certain stories I never tell. But I told a lot of them in this next book. Oh my God. A lot of stories that are people still fighting crimes, fighting their trials. I would never tell those stories. I would never, be a part of that. Nah. But if you're in the industry, I don't have no problem. There's some stories I won't tell because it would hurt families. It would hurt marriages. So I would never speak on none of that shit. It's some dudes that y'all love, that y'all got a lot of respect for them in that street shit. But they did some shit against the so-called code. And the only reason I would come out with stories like that, if they was trying to front and say some more crazy shit at me. Or somebody I love that's not here to defend themselves. I only got one Nas story, and I told that story. Y'all don't understand this, Y'all, a lot of people think I was back there just eardropping. People was coming to me to do them favors, to make sure people that they had that was close to them, family members or friends or people they wanted to be when they was on parole, or in situations with law enforcement, and asked me how to help them. And I did that. Some people was in fear for their life, and I helped them. Unique came out and told y'all and told people I was the one who set that meeting up between him and Dougie Fresh. A couple of guys that was in the same gang was in the Preacher crew. Preacher knew who to mess with, to deal with, and he did it to certain dudes. Cleveland United Records, yeah, the way he treated Wolf Mom was terrible. Corey too. Or that Nate Dogg story is true to life. And if you don't believe me, ask Jeff. What's Jeff's name? He managed Ludacris. Him and Shaka, they brothers. Jeff Dixon. Jeff Dixon's the one who got me that job. He was right there. Nate Dogg said, everybody fucking, including security. I was like, I'm the only security nigga right here, Nate. uh-uh. Look at you, Jose. I had a couple of them Broadway plays. It's nice. They just like any other woman. I don't know True Seeker 7 if they was together, but he smashed. Ill. Puff like Pac went through a lot of chicks in Hollywood. I don't know. Who is it? I didn't know he was messing with Michelle A. That's news to me. Yeah, Puff was knocking them down like bowling pins. Unique was a wild boy, Chevron TV. I'm telling you. All them niggas y'all think that was had it and was gangsters and all that. Unique had a strong team, and Unique was doing it, and he'll put in work himself. I didn't know she was hitting Michelle A either. That's out in the West Coast. I wouldn't know that. I played against Carlton Hines. I didn't play with him. Yeah, Faith did look good back in the day. Oh my God. Deacon daughter. Good night, Deacon's daughter. See you in church on Sunday. Make sure they pass the kitty my way. I didn't say titty, I said kitty. Right. Ain't nobody worrying about your morning work. They talking about your night work. No. This is late night. Yeah, Jaguar Wright. I seen Jaguar Wright in Philly. That's the time Puff told oh boy to take that turban off his head. Disrespectful. Yo, I laughed so hard I could. Yo, I almost start crying. Ice you out, rude dog. Well, listen here, y'all. It's getting late, right? Is it late? Now I've been on this one 47 minutes, so I did over 3 hours. Yeah, she was nice. You did your hair pretty gangster? Okay. You see urban flavors with that bullshit? Nah, he was never with Death Row. He never did nothing. So all your facts is right and the LA and the FBI facts is wrong. If you go to court with that bullshit, they'll make you look stupid. You see how people are with that? He gonna pay $5 to YouTube to say Urban Flavor to say that she said David Mack never worked at Death Row. Motherfucker, you could do security for people and they pay you on the side or whatever. But you got people at Death Row. Go watch. Hold up, yo, stupid. Go watch the ID channel, right? Who killed Biggie and Tupac? You got FBI agents and motherfucking LAPD. Other than um, the chief of police even said they worked for him. But your stupid ass gonna come on a YouTube show and say some stupid shit that you don't even know about when they got documents. Why the fuck did you think that they sealed those records? But that's another story. Take that motherfucker brains and put in a bird, it'll fly backwards. You know that. But anyway, y'all. What time is it? Oh, it's 12. Oh, it's 12:23. Fantasha Patterfield. Don't worry about it. He ain't got $5 more. So don't worry about it. Oh yeah, thanks for reminding me, Jose, to drink some of that all. I'm gonna sleep good as fuck tonight. Queen's DNA out there in Cali. What up with you, mama? True Sick is Birmingham. Yeah, he paid money to troll. Sorry. Yo, Reese, make them hit that like button and tell them to get that book. Y'all gonna want this book, man. And y'all definitely gonna want the second book. Smokey, no. What's wrong with you? No, Smokey. Can't wait for your mama to come get you. Yo, I got a gangster cat from Philly. He just in roughhouse everything around here. Got my jinx hiding. She be whooping his ass though. No, Smokey. This nigga right here. Get away from me, Smokey. Oh yeah, this nigga straight up thugged out. He in Philly with my daughter. He be trying to house shit. Get away from me. You hit it. You hit that nigga be like, yo, what's going on, nigga? What you hitting me for? Well, he a pretty boy. That's not my cat. That's my daughter's cat. I'm gonna get me one of those coursers or another pit. I think I'm gonna be ready. I'm gonna be through my other dog. Get those feelings out another year. Cleveland Unlimited. All you gotta do is Cash App Big Gene 52, $50, and I'll send it to you cash, signed, sealed, and delivered, shipping and handling. Oh yeah, they be slapboxing over here crazy. I was praying. I was partying with Puff's son Justin. I took his cup. I can prove it's Wolf's son. Reese done deleted the dude message. He paid $5 and Reese deleted his message. Oh my God. Yeah, he from Philly. That nigga gangster, man, I swear. He don't give a shit. I be trying to catch him to beat the shit out of him. He be like, nope, not happening here. Harry Max Henry. Gene, you going to the next party with Puff and Fabulous? Only if your mother's my date. And trust me, Max Henry, she will get the max. Yeah. Yeah, I got them, man. If Reese let me get to them, I'll wreck their life. I have niggas in here killing themselves. I am just that. I am just that mental sometimes. Be like a man that hung himself with his own drawers. Oh well, he didn't want to be here no more. Well, 50 years of hip hop should be celebrated, man. But it's a lot of shit like a lot of other industries and shit like that. That shit went down. What I really hate is that the parties that be who worked hard to give us hip hop didn't get the cash and the money from hip hop. We know who got the cash and the money from hip hop. Jump Man Jump. You saw 50 Cent live? Was it a good show? Right? I'm loose tonight, Sweet D. Yeah. I do that in the confines of my own home. I don't drink at bars in public like that no more. Since a couple of shootouts back in the day, I was young then. I enjoy a drink or a cigar when I was in the company of what was the lady from Friday, the beautiful Miss Johnson. But that ain't happening. Yeah, a good cigar and some a nice liquor like that will get you fired up. It is what it is. But brother, do it every 3 months, 3 or 4 times out the year. You don't drink alcohol. You don't smoke. You don't do nothing on an everyday and constant basis. It's not good for you. Let me know you. Let me let y'all know this, brother. Our food is not getting any better. Sometimes you got to spend a little more to get the organic stuff, or you see these guys with these food trucks coming from down south with the watermelons and the greens and the vegetables. You got to pull over and buy that shit. You got to eat it, or you gotta make it, jar it up, and pull that shit up once or twice a month and eat that shit, man. You cannot. Miguel Gonzalez, salute, brother. It was some Spanish brothers that rolled these joints, these cigars. Remember, our food is not getting any better, brother. So you got to partake in some of that and drink a lot of water. It's McCullen's, 12 and 15. 10 is good, but I do the 12 and 15. It's hard to find the 15. The 15 is smoother than the 12. You find the 15, send me a bottle. What does bioengineered food means? That means food that was made in the lab. There's nothing natural about it. Salute, man. That's why your Bill Gates is buying all the land up. You know, this motherfucker owns over 200,000 acres in 18 states. So we won't be able to grow nothing on his land. Jinx ain't coming around because Smokey here. I ain't talked to Mace since we had the conversation on the air, then we had a conversation off the air. But they doing all right. Him and Cameron just got, I think, $300,000 deal or something like that, or a $3 million deal. It's one of those threes. Hey, y'all remember, man? Um, I'm doing a GoFundMe for a documentary that I'm doing, and I'm telling you, it's gonna shut down a lot of shit. Nobody gonna have shit to say. And that's what it is. Raul Tap, ASR, he said it's 11:36 in Chicago. Did y'all know that Chicago, Detroit, Cleveland, and a lot of cities were the Great Migration, which was in 1952 when a lot of blacks moved to the South to those cities for the job opportunities in the factories. And they seen how we as family were sticking together. We were having our own communities, building our own uh, neighborhoods. People were living in houses, families was together, and they said, hold up, wait a minute. No matter what we've done to these Negroes, they have always picked themselves up and done great with little. That's the reason why America does not have a health care system, because they knew if they put health care in free health care in America, that our people, our people would live longer and do good. DJ SMJ1 from Alabama to Mississippi. I stay careful. Thank you, though. Yes, we did, Mr. Solomon. I'm having enough stories in this next book that you're going to see why it should be some kind of bodyguard series. What they say about Nashville. Eric, I'm NEZ from Nashville, Tennessee. Like, a lot of us suffered a lot of tragedy in childhood, brother. You understand, the thing about it is, if you could write something that's, even though you're telling the bad stuff that happened to you, you still here. So it's through the grace of God and that goodness and the people that was around you that was good to you that got you here, so you can write a childhood book. Just start writing and put your thoughts, your beliefs, your stories, your laughters, you know, your cries, anything that happened to you, good, bad, or indifferent, and let the people relate to it, because people will relate to it. Because some people have said, "Yo, that same shit happened to me, Gene." So listen to me. You only meeting what others have met, and you only telling the story that happened to some other people, some other place. This cat is so ghetto. How ghetto is he? This nigga will knock down the feed bag and get his own food out. See, back in the day, gunshots have a way of separating the men from the boys. And if you train to go to the gunshots, you don't have problems. Like some people who are not trained, I see how these guys, they'll come up, they bad and stuff, they'll shoot, pow. The next thing you know, they bullets go everywhere. It's only going to be a few people that are trained and practice on hearing that noise and being able to stand there and fire a weapon properly so it'll hit their target. I see guys just throwing bullets, dumping them, and they end up down the block hitting somebody else and don't understand why they sitting in jail because they didn't murder somebody 100 yards down the block. '90s baby, Crazy University. What up with you? There's a few Record Park stories. I got them in the book, this new book. Gotcha. I've touched all the bases. Oh yeah, he talked about Brooklyn Mint, and did you know that Big was supposed to have that clothing line, Invisible Bullies, but I think D Rock took it over and made it his clothing line. That was Big. That was going to be one of Big's uh, clothing line. You know, I got Big's original jersey from Brooklyn Mint. Got the stains on it and everything. I ain't washing nothing out. I ain't never wash it. I ain't gonna wash it. I got his Brooklyn Mint jersey. I got his Brooklyn Mint velour red uh, shirt, and I got his Coogee sweater. Yep, here we go again. Yeah, the time don't wait for nobody, y'all. I talked to a couple of people who are agents, and even though they say my book is great, people ain't fucking with me in the industry, man. I'm not mad. I could grassroots this shit. I would have to go on tour myself. I told people to, if they got connection with certain colleges, shout out to Troy. If they got certain things to colleges and places, I'll come and talk. I'll speak. I'll do a little tour. Morticia Adams, she said, being a memorabilia collector, I wish I could obtain one of Biggie's Coogee sweater. Well, I have one. I got some K Slate shit too, a lot of K Slate shit. I got G Unit sneakers that's never been worn. If I could humble introvert, if I can go back to a younger version of me, I would work harder in basketball like these kids work today. We didn't have that. You know, they got the trainers that teach you what weights to lift, what to do to better yourself in that manner. I would use the programs that I've seen them used. I would, for as basketball and school is wise, uh, I had to take school serious because I wasn't the sharpest knife in the drawer, and I had to learn how to remember all the studies that I had to do. So I would work hard. Well, I worked pretty hard as much as I could, but I think that if I really look at it, I would have probably went to some kind of armed service. They get a lot of benefits from the government for being a former government employee for us, the military. You get 10%, you get 10 points on every test you take for state, federal, and local jobs. You get government grants for your housing. I probably would have did some military time. DJ SMJ, let me just tell you something, man. Old timer told me this, and he said, if you can get to a certain age when you're getting older and never look back and wish you had done something, you lived a pretty good life. And I pretty much don't wish I had done anything. I wish I probably would have handled the difference from the college coach, but I don't know how I could handle that any different. And it still bothers me a whole lot because I know that I had some possibility of being a hell of a ball player my senior year, and he took that from me. Not at all, Mr. Williams. What I need to sit down with Puff for anyway. Thank you, Mr. Lopez. Any people who's out here that enjoyed the commentary today and the fact that we had a drink, we smoked a cigar, we talked about the women, we talked about the men. I'm glad we had this time. Honey J Baby, I appreciate you. Respect you, Gene. You're such a gentleman. Thank you. I work hard at it. I even wrote a song about it. uh, Good night, Queen's DNA. I appreciate everybody being here late night like this, just talking. I can't say Lynn Byers would be better than Jordan because Jordan who he was, but Lynn Byers was a hell of a ball player. A hell of a ball player. Where I'm at, what time it is it? 4 minutes before 1 o'clock. Get them in, y'all. Pretty Gangster, you still there? Okay, Miss Pretty Gangster. All right, T1. Appreciate you too, bro. Let me see if anybody hit that cash app so I can thank them. Maybe not, because I didn't hear it. You want to thank the people that support you and do stuff like that. Let me see, do I have anybody? Oh, I don't have anybody for that other cash app. Okay, that's cool. Probably on his deathbed. Shout out to the Neverlands. Who's that out there in the Neverlands? Who's out there in the Neverlands? That's JMJ Van Rasm. What? Rassimlaw. Oh, Richard Shell. Thank you, man, for hitting that cash out for me. That's at Big Gene 52. Appreciate that, man. Who's that? Richard Sullivan? That Mr. Sullivan that hit the. Let me see. Oh no, that's Richard Shell. Thank you, Mr. Shell. Appreciate you there. Oh no. Oh, that was Richard Shell. Yeah. Thank you, sir. Where you from, Mr. Shell? You don't mind me asking? Nigga, I just gave you some money. Don't be asking no damn questions. Yo, let me take that back, man. Nigga got nosy. Yeah. Yo, I bought this house back in '99 after I had my shootout. And I was the only person on this block with kids. Do you hear me? I was the only person on this block with kids. I waited. I talked to my kid's mother and I told her, listen, I'm paying $1,700 for them to go to Catholic school. These schools out here is great. Can they come live with me? Your mother, you can have the keys, whatever. You ain't got to worry about no bullshit. It's going to help me. And I ain't got to come over there and fight niggas for selling drugs on the stoop and mess with my kids coming home from school. Worked out something. All my kids done graduated from college now. Doing their thing, what they want to do in life. That's what counts. Yo, y'all remember Pretty Gangster? What's tomorrow? Oh, Saturday. Her birthday is Monday, the 28th, right, Pretty Gangster? You know her birthday is the 28th, on Monday. We're going to have to do a show and wish her happy birthday. George Haas Jr., salute. Yo, Williams, yeah. But people change, William. Yeah, I was considered one of them, but Puff ain't never do good by nobody that was around us. Only if it was for his own benefit. And the wrong that I seen him do to some people, and because it didn't happen to me, I was under the certain circumstances that those people were. Yo, because of the bad boy people giving the authorities my information, it's a lot of times what y'all don't understand is that I had to lawyer up. That cost me money. He ain't never give me a dime for that. That took out of my kids going to Disney, going to certain places. They still went because I'm never going to let nobody feel my pain. But it's a lot of shit that I shouldn't have had to do. And him never coming. Listen here, man. The FBI came to him and told him I saved his motherfucking life. They don't know about the other couple of shootouts that we had or was around, and I saved his life. Yeah, as a bodyguard, I'm supposed to do that. But ain't you supposed to do something when somebody does something for you above and beyond? So if you trying to get me to sit down and talk about life is too short, I look at life like this. I don't want to go too soon, and I don't want to be around too late. I don't want to go too soon, and I don't want to be around too late. If you understand what I'm saying. JMJ, remember the book came today? Okay. Man, I had shootouts that made the papers. You understand what I'm saying? The New York Times. Hey, Miss Cat. Muscle game, bruh. People said some shit about that. I put you on game when I said uh, DJ SNS way before Muscle Game came out. Volume 4. It's the same shit Puff was talking in that. Thank you, Miss Cat. I appreciate that super chat. All right, hell, salute. Sorry about your loss of your husband, too. That had to be real painful. Annie Lane, you said, can you say who needs a chill pill? Yeah, my girls went to Catholic school too. But I moved them in a good school district that if they had 270 kids that were graduating, 230 or 40 of them was getting college scholarships or going to school. I think Big and Tupac was set up. But like I said, it wasn't for Big. But he got caught in the middle of some shit. He was being set up to be in Cali. That's everybody knows that. But that night, it's just something that happened. Smokey is wild. Well, listen here, man. I'm past 1 o'clock. I said I was gonna stay on till 1. I appreciate y'all being here with me. Let's do something real soon. Maybe I'm gonna cook something. I'm gonna take some fish out and cook some fish tomorrow or Sunday, and we'll have a talk about some of this bullshit that's going down. All right, y'all. This has been Big Gene. Yo, go get the book, man. You can Cash App me or PayPal it, and I'll send it right to you, signed copy. Me as a kid, hungry ass. Yep. It's something that you gotta get, man. Something that you gotta have. It's a good read. Take you away from TV. Take you away from the The YouTube. All right. Y'all be good. Salute.